So there we were, faced with creating a campaign targeting the hardest people in the world to reach for a company everybody loves to hate about a product nobody can see that costs up to $20 million. No problem. Except many before us had tried and failed. Ubiquitous on the desktop, but anonymous in the enterprise space, Microsoft just couldn't get into the conversation among business and IT leaders. And suddenly, there was one more wrinkle.
We're talking about bailouts. $17 billion.
Market turmoil. Declines in employment.
Costly company jets.
How did this even happen?
But there was some good news for us. We'd been working on an idea that made business personal, and it had just gotten even more personal. That's when we realized success really is everybody's business. So we figured it was time to talk to some actual business people and find out what was really going on.
Hi.
Guten Tag.
How you doing? Konnichiwa. Hello, how are you?
We talked to airline CEOs.
You're going to see huge carnage over the next 12 to 18 months.
Surfing CEOs.
The tsunami in business is kind of terrifying.
CEOs here, there, and everywhere.
La lavande est pour nous. Von Daten bewusst sind, der sich auf uns zuwälzt.
成功はみんなの関心事ですから、そのみんなのパワーの手綱が引ければ。
Hundreds of hours of conversations later, we had a living, multilingual history of the economic crisis, topical TV spots that enlightened as well as entertained.
You guys are more interested in chocolate chips than microchips. What's technology's role here?
The way I think technology really fits is in making connections. You know, there's an incredible amount of knowledge in Nestle, but it requires one of our scientists in Sri Lanka to talk to one of our marketing people in Brazil, and ultimately with a product technologist in Russia. I do see us connecting much more internally. That's where I see huge opportunities to save money and be more innovative.
So do you guys actually walk the walk when it comes to communications technology?
Absolutely. I think you can save both a lot of money but a lot of people's time if you choose the right technology for the right place. And we think we save tens of millions of pounds a year.
Wow, that's a big number.
It's a very big number. So if you can do something that's good for the company and good for your shareholders at the same time, then it's pretty much a no-brainer.
Status, real, Coleman Bay, and no junction.
Online content that was as fresh as that morning's newspaper. A print ad that just blew in from an important meeting. Another that made news by defacing the news, and others that spread the news all over the world. Once this journalistic effort was launched, journalism returned the favor.
By God, Microsoft may have gotten this advertising thing right. It sure beats the hell out of Jerry Seinfeld and Bill Gates talking about shoes.
When a robust, clever and artful marketing campaign flutters by, driven by a company that senses a return on investment when others smell only fear, we take notice.
Even veteran Microsoft bashers had an unusual response. They were speechless. The results were impressive. Just 3 months after the campaign launched, Microsoft was cited twice as often as its main competitors as a provider of enterprise solutions. And people aware of the campaign were 25% more likely to see Microsoft as having the best tools to achieve their business goals. We set out with a simple ambition: to get Microsoft enterprise software into the conversation among business leaders around the world by making business personal.
The airline industry cannot sustain an economic downturn.
It's a risk-taking environment where if you have a good idea and you can prove it, you can do it.
Des acteurs économiques, we need to be very nimble.
As it turns out, today we're leading that conversation. Excuse me, I better get that. Durf, how you doing, man?
Good, brother. How you doing?
Good, real good.